the restroom door it's a pit toilet for this campground. I'm just hanging out here kind of in the porch of it. Broke camp early. I decided the weather came in right at 4 a.m. as predicted, and I decided it's best not to get all my gear wet by just hanging out in my tent and waiting for any kind of rain that might come. And it was going to be windy, and I could see flashes of lightning on the horizon. So I came in here, and I'm going to have breakfast, sort my food, got my tent all packed up, and just assess the situation. I've got this little sit pad from my pack, which is turning out to be perfect in this scenario. So sitting on the floor, leaning my back against a couple of walls, and update you in a little while. Good morning and welcome to another one of Charlie's hikes. I've been hanging out here at the restroom since maybe 5 a.m. It's about 6:45 at this point. I'm getting ready to head out. Wearing every last thing I have to keep moving today. Really don't plan to take a lot of breaks. Wind chill's about 41. And yeah, I got a number of options if I need to make alternative plans. I can bail out or whatever, but I'm gonna give this a go. I think once I get moving, get my heat up, get my mojo going, I should be in good shape. Got everything I need up close for today, so I can just keep on the move. Plan for today is about 15 miles up to an area called Hanson Overlook. There's a water box up there. I've got a couple gallons there, and that'll set up a final 25-mile day for the end. So almost there. Like I said last night, I'm under 40 miles for the rest of this trail, so would love to finish, but I'm gonna be smart about it as well. Okay, I don't think I'm doing any walk-by shots today. The wind gusts are just huge. If I get lucky, I'll get one or two in, but gusts are supposed to be in the mid-30s, and I'd say that's definitely playing out. Scouting for a better place to cross. Not ideal, but it could work. There may be a couple other spots down there. When in doubt around here, follow the pathway through the grass. This is so much easier. Challenge one of the day completed. 1 step, 2 step, made it across. No water, thank God. I'm gonna try to stay dry all day today. We'll see how it goes. Now back to the trail. Once again, we're challenged to figure something out. Looks like over here might get me over there. Figure it out if I go over here. Get through that, I'm around it. So this works. I wonder if that's a beaver dam. Well, it looked good. I stepped on that log. You can see it went in the water. Started sliding in there, left foot got wet. Stepped up here, both feet started sliding back into the water. Both feet got wet. Oh well. mud. Let's see if I can do all this together. Get too much more wet, or for that matter muddy. But that pole on the left there, oops, worked it on that pole on the left, just around the edge. But I had to kind of stick my hand on the muddy side, the bottom of it, and I had to get out of the way of that gate. So it was tricky. I just barely made it. Got a foot in the mud a little bit, and there's just jumped audience over there. I wonder what cows think about sometimes. Cattle, maybe. I'm not sure if those are male or female, but anyway, I do wonder what they think about. I wonder if they're like, oh, it's a challenging water crossing. Let's see if he gets wet. That's a good question. The answer to that question is no, I didn't get wet. Took the right side. Definitely getting more experience with these crossings and how to work with the clay and mud. Saw the rain coming in from the west, and it is here. Not really in the best place to hunker down, so I'm just gonna keep moving, put all my rain gear on, got all my stuff stowed that I need to. Yeah, just keep on rolling here for a while, and then if it gets impassable, I'll find a place to hunker down. Go from there. Glad this rainstorm happened while I was up here in the grass. Definitely noticed the silt caking on my shoes. This is going to be an exciting descent right here. So I'm going to put the camera away, but I've been staying off to the side of the trail a little more, and that's been helping. So I'm going to keep moving for now. Just kind of weighing my options here. Less wet up here. I don't know if it's just starting to come in or if it just hit south of here a little harder. See? There it is to the west coming in. .111. 7 miles to go until Waterbox. 7 and some change. on the descent. I was happy to get off that ridge. Ah, this looks fun. Here we go again. Through that, now I've got this. Yeah, I'm gonna try the same method I tried before on the right side. Success, partly thanks to the down pull there. That was a very helpful step. Wow, 113. Woohoo! Of 144. I had no clue what this was, but now I know. kinds of adventure down here. This is, I think it's pronounced Beicegal Creek. Not too bad, not too bad. I saw water off to the right. This is good. Much calmer back here. A lot less wind. It feels good. Warming up already. Update. So I'm a few miles out from the Waterbox. I haven't looked at my map in a little bit, but no more than 4. And I also was able to download a forecast up on a ridge, and gusts are up to 50 miles an hour now, so that explains why getting blown sideways. There's also more rain expected between 1 and 4, so my goal is to make it to my destination ideally before 1. I'll make it as close as I can, and I might be a little late, but it'll be good to hunker down at that point, and that'll be it for this day. Get all loaded up and organized for tomorrow, the final one. All right, thanks for joining me on another one of Charlie's hikes. This has been the windiest hike I've ever done, and cold and rainy and all kinds of stuff. All right, onward. 18. The Waterbox is actually about a mile more up here. Just looking more closely at my map. So I'm paying close attention now, trying to figure out best place to camp out here with some shelter. So more to come on that. I'm inadvertently hurting all of these cows because the trail is over here. It goes up the ridge there. That wouldn't, where I just came from, wouldn't have been a bad place to camp. So if I don't find anything relatively calm, I will consider backtracking to there. I believe this is the cutoff for Hanson's Overlook. It's a little gusty here, but I'm also mindful of all the cows, and I don't want to camp by them, so I'll figure it out. First to the Waterbox, less than a mile. The Waterbox is just down there around the corner, and while the wind is ripping over this ridge, this row of trees, which I saw in a video by JP, the stable cyclist, thank you JP, it's just about at the right angle for the way this wind is coming in. So I'm able to be by the Waterbox, and the only 2 gallons of water left were for me. So feeling incredibly grateful. You look out there at that ridge, you can see the wind blowing. So I am out of the main gale in just a nice little pocket. You can see it's just gentle breeze over this way and a much stronger wind, which you saw all day long and I experienced all day long beyond. Oh, I'm gonna hunker down here, relax, put my feet up, get organized, do all that fun stuff, and yeah, maybe I'll post a little bit later or be in touch a little later, but otherwise that is a wrap for day 3 on the Maah Daah Hey Trail. The Maah Daah Hey Trail throwing anything and everything at me the last few days. Yeah, fuck that. Oh well, I tried, but